message of Genoa.
Yeah, copy that. I'm going to leave it on for the flight sequence on that.
Okay, good job. Cool, thank you.
Hello everyone and welcome to 24 Inside, your behind the scenes look at everything that happens here at the Le Mans 24 Hours. The 83rd edition of Le Mans is over, and as you can see, the Ford chicane has become a sea of fans as the fans flock onto the circuit to enjoy the podium celebrations. We'll have those coming up for you very soon, but here are the best pictures of the flag conditions at the end of 24 hours of fantastic dual racing. The 19 Porsche beating the rest of the field. Alongside it, the 17 machine of Timo Bernhard, Mark Webber and Brendan Hartley. But it was the rookies, the new boys into Le Mans. None had raced an LMP1 car at the Le Mans 24 Hours before. It was René, no, let's get this completely correct. The 19 car piloted by Earl Bamber, Nick Tandy and Formula One superstar on the pictures there, Nico Hülkenberg.
Congratulations, boys. Well done.
What a fantastic story. So many years since a Formula One driver, a current Formula One driver, has taken part in Le Mans, let alone won it. And that is going to be a massive story running through the next couple of years. Of course, also, it is Porsche's 17th win at the Circuit de la Sarthe. So huge history, and only the third time that Audi have been beaten in the last 17 years as well. Andrea Lotterer finishing third position this year, the top Audi, alongside Benoit Treluet and Marcel Fassler. Teething problems for the Audis, but a completely clear run for the 19 car. A few issues for the 17 Porsche, but that is why we have the 19 on the top step of the podium. Fantastic scenes, as always, here at Le Mans. A real emotion around the circuit. The fans completely filled the grandstands along the start and finishing line, both on the inside of the circuit and on the outside of the circuit. The Module Sportif completely full. The new hospitality unit at the top end of pit lane completely rammed, as you can see, and the fans loving it. A shift of power, perhaps, to Porsche. Victory in LMP1 and, by the way, second in GTE AM with a certain Patrick Dempsey. A huge night of celebrations we are faced with, and some very happy drivers. Nick Tandy's raced here at Le Mans before. Earl Bamber's never raced here at Le Mans before, but neither had raced in an LMP1 car. Podium celebrations then getting underway behind us, and we'll come back and give you the highlights of those in a few moments' time. But firstly, we have two guests with us from the ACO. Thank you very much for joining us, Frédéric Lénard. Firstly, your impressions of this 83rd edition.
Well, we are very satisfied. The race was fantastic in the different categories, so really it's a good event. It's the end of the hegemony of Audi, so it's very good because it's a new challenge for them now, and we hope that next year the Japanese teams will be a bit better to be in the fight.
And of course, you also have news over the last week of more manufacturers joining the WEC and, of course, then Le Mans as well. It's really good time for this sports car racing.
Yeah, it's a really good time, even in terms of spectators. You know, 2 years ago, we had recorded here 245,000 spectators. Last year, it was 263,000 spectators, and this year, we are a bit higher than last year. So we confirm the success of the 24 Hours of Le Mans and the success of the WEC in terms of attendance, in terms of number of fans. So it's quite good. You're
going to have to start finding new campsites to build around the circuit. It's a big circuit, but a lot of it's filled with tents.
Yeah, it's full. Really, in terms of spectators, it's full in the campsite, in the parking space, and here in the circuit. So it's really a very good atmosphere here during the weekend. Very popular one.
And in terms of the off-track action, looking around the circuit, seeing the fans enjoying all of the various things we have on offer, what has been your feeling?
Pretty good. We had families, we had friends all around, enjoying the whole weekend, so we are quite pleased. And I would like also to congratulate and to thank all our teams and all the volunteers who worked so hard to achieve this success.
And of course, with a huge circuit like the circuit of Le Mans is, you need volunteers of marshals, you need volunteers of security, and at a normal circuit, that's quite a lot, but there must be thousands upon thousands of people that have helped you run this event.
Yes, I think we reach the number of 3,000 volunteers, and we go from 150 employees normally to 2,000 for the 24 hours of Le Mans.
That's absolutely amazing. And all to put on this wonderful spectacle off track as well as on. In terms of the things that have been going on around, of course, a big piece of news was the Pavillon de Femme that we put together. Has that been a success? I've seen lots of guys in it.
It was a real.
Can I answer that?
Go on, yeah.
Yes, it was a success.
Okay, good.
I could have a look on Thursday during the opening of the Pavilion of the Ladies, and it was really during all the weekend a very good success, a great success. You know, we try to push the race to have more people from families, as Hélène told, and more kids, more girls. We need some spectators aside from the pure fans of the race. So it's really on that side that we try to emphasize. And the Pavilion of the Ladies is a very good example of what we want to do in the future, and we will probably confirm this operation next year.
We can now cross pretty much live to the podium ceremony that's happening right now. The fans enjoying it. They've got, of course, the LMP1 celebration champagne there for the top 3 teams. As I said to you before, Nick Tandy, Nico Hulkenberg there, the current Force India Formula 1 driver, and Earl Bamber, who is an amazing story. Just a couple of years ago, was without a seat, raced Porsche in Asia for 1 season. Porsche saw him and gave him a scholarship, and then he impressed in a test at the start of January and was given this LMP1 race seat just for Spa and Le Mans. That is it. This car will not compete in the full WEC season, but now has a pretty good haul of points, so maybe they'll have to change their mind. Mark Webber also on the podium with young Brendan Hartley there. You can see him. And Timo Bernhard, of course, has been up there before. And then the Audi teams who know that podium well. 3-time champion Marcel Fassler, Benoit Treluy and Andrea Lotterer, third on the podium this year, the best of the Audis. But a pure joy and celebration. And if we get one of those shots, look at that. Completely surrounded by fans, both up and down the pit lane, but also all over the circuit. And that's something that the tracks are stopping doing. They're trying to make it more safe and keeping people away from the podiums. But it's a vital part of Le Mans to have that sea of people underneath.
It's part of the event. At the end of the race, the people are coming to the track, and to see the winners, to touch the cars, to be really on the scene.
And as someone who works day in, day out at the circuit, do you still feel that excitement when the checker flag falls and everyone is there?
Yes, sure. Everybody does. And excitement, achievement, and pleasure also.
So the 2015 edition is sadly over, but that does not stop because, of course, I'm sure tomorrow you'll have meetings and discussing 2016. What have we got to look forward to?
Yes, now the team will be split into 2 parts. One part of the organization will continue with the overseas races with WEC. They will go to, first in Germany, end of August, then in September they will go to the US, afterward to Japan, then to Shanghai, and to finish in Bahrain. So this is part of the organization. And the other part of the organization will think of the 2016 edition, of course.
It's been wonderful to talk to you, and thank you very much for all of your work putting on this wonderful event. The 83rd edition of the Le Mans 24 Hours is over. Porsche are back. 17 victories now, and they'll have to defend their crown in 2016. I'll be here. I hope you will too. Thank you very much for joining us here on 24 Inside. We'll see you next year.
Faced with unpredictable weather, how do you keep danger at bay? Today, Michelin creates Cross Climate. The first tyre able to cope with unexpected weather thanks to its revolutionary performances. With the Michelin Cross Climate innovation, arm yourself for every weather condition. Michelin, a better way forward.
Why this watch? This watch has seen machines perform poetry, and memories come rushing back. It has witnessed man test his will
272 miles an hour.
and the laws of physics. It has decided fates by thousandths of a second and seen a champion knighted. It doesn't just tell time, it tells history.
Of Le Mans mobile app, total immersion in the heart of the world's greatest endurance race. All the teams and drivers, the timing, the classification and countless videos on demand. With the app's live option, you don't miss a thing. You not only get streaming TV wherever you are, but also the choice of onboard cameras. Be among the connected crowd. Download the 24 Hours of Le Mans app today.
Defense is off, ja.
Yeah, copy that, Andre. Let's leave it on for the right fingers on that.
Good job, good job. Cool, thank you guys.
The 24 Hours of Le Mans, as you've never seen it. 24 Hours Inside is the event channel. Travel to the heart of the world's greatest endurance race. Go backstage and discover the stories that make the legend. Meet the actors and the fans. 24 Hours Inside, because the event is also all around the track. On your tablet, smartphone or PC.